The air in Lagos on that January afternoon in 2002 was its usual self. A thick broth of humidity, diesel fumes, and the frantic energy of 17 million people living on top of one another. In the Ikeja Cantonment, the sun baked the corrugated iron roofs of the barracks, and children played football with a half deflated ball, their shouts mingling with the distant, constant drone of the city. For Tunde, a 12-year-old who knew the cantonment as his entire world, it was just another Saturday. He was counting his mother's change, sent to buy suya from the vendor at the gates. The first sound was not a sound at all, but a punch to the chest, a deep, resonant whump that sucked the air from his lungs. The ground, solid and reliable a second before, became a living thing. It bucked. Then came the noise. It was the end of all noises, a tearing of the sky itself. It was not an explosion you heard with your ears, but one that started in your bones and vibrated outwards. The windows of his family's quarters didn't shatter. They vaporized into a million glittering teeth, flying inward. The football-playing children were swallowed by the concussion. What followed was a silence more terrifying than the blast. A few seconds of deafened void, and then the screaming began. It was a new, raw sound, born not from scraped knees or squabbles, but from a fundamental breaking of the world. Tunde scrambled to his feet. A plume of smoke, black and biblical, was already coiling into the sky from the central ammunition depot. It was a signal, a dark flag announcing a new era. But the beast was not satisfied with one roar. The secondaries started, sympathetic detonations chain-reacting through stored munitions. Each blast was a hammer blow against the city's psyche. The ground shook continuously, a seismic tantrum. Shrapnel, red-hot, twisted metal that was once artillery shells and rocket casings, began to rain down. It tore through roofs, through cars, through people. Panic, a living entity, escaped the cantonment gates and flooded into the streets of Lagos. The city's famous chaotic energy curdled into pure, undiluted terror. The blasts were heard for miles, a message of doom that sent people running from their homes, their markets, their cars. What was it? A coup? An invasion? The end of days? The unknown was a fuel on the fire of fear. Tunde, covered in dust and a speckle of blood not his own, joined the human flood. He was separated, lost, a leaf in a hurricane. The city he knew, the vibrant, honking, arguing, laughing city, was gone. In its place was a tableau of primal fear. A man ran past clutching a television, his eyes wide and unseeing. A woman knelt in the middle of the road, praying to a sky raining fire.